Josh T. Pearson. I'm from Texas, USA.
What's the T for?
T's for Texas.
Ooh, man. How did you start in music?
Started when I was 12 years old. Started playing guitar. Grew up singing in the church, and they wouldn't have me, so I struck out on my own, I guess.
You've been writing.
It's been heaven ever since.
You've been writing songs for about 30 years, but you only released 2 albums. Why?
You know, Rome wasn't built in a day. I don't like to rush things. I like to take my time. Slow and steady wins the race.
What was the first song you wrote?
First song I wrote, I think it was called Oh Lord. And the next one was called To the Atheist. Those are hits. Oh Lord was in the key of C. Gospel songs, yeah, straight up.
You formed Lift to Experience, released to Texas, Jerusalem, Crossroads. Could you tell me a little bit about that?
That was my psychedelic man, my younger man days. Put out one double disc concept album about the end of the world. Texas is the promised land, and called it quits. We had a short run of tours for a year or two.
You reformed again, did you?
We did, 20 years later. And played some reunion shows. Guy Garvey had his play over here at Meltdown Festival. That was nice of him. He's in a little band called Elbow.
I know. He said you had the best voice in modern day music.
He's absolutely right. I could not agree more. Best male vocalist of our time.
That was it.
That was it. I paid him to say that. $20. I still owe him $19.50. He's got, what can I say? He's got excellent taste. Hey. Thank y'all. Buy the records, please. Right here.
After Lift to Experience broke up, you went back to Texas.
Adios, amigo. God bless you. Go with God.
Eventually moving to Europe, Paris, Berlin.
Yeah, worldwide.
I
did. A lot of festivals. Now that living, that's more like couch surfing. But yeah, it's not as glamorous. It's on floors and couches. It sounds Paris this, London that. Oh. Played, what was it? Was there a question there?
After you Lift to Experience broke up, you went back to Texas?
Yeah, I did. And I went out to the wilderness and I found God and I said, get out of here. And he said, I have a very specific plan for your life, my man. I'll tell you what that plan is in just a second, once the children pass.
He's stepping on my feet.
Yeah. Then he said, I have a plan for your life, my good man, and that plan is to eat shit. So I did that for, well, I guess I've been doing that ever since. It's been great, it's been awesome. Sometimes when life gives you lemons, I like to just get some tequila and squeeze the lemons in the tequila. Or maybe put it on tacos.
You recorded one of my favorite country songs.
I'm so lonesome I could cry.
Yes, absolutely amazing song.
Yeah. Yeah, that's good.
Could you give us just a little bit?
A little bit of the song?
Please.
I'm so lonesome I could cry. Yeah, it's a little bit.
Okay.
Man, it's cold here in London.
You
Come for the weather, stay for the food.
You worked with Warren Ellis.
I did. He's a hard worker. Man, he's a handsome man. Sensual man. Very strong beard. He's one of my favorite.
Definitely.
One of my favorite living players. He really is a real player, you know. And old tradition. His old band, Dirty Three, it's about as good as it gets. Music, you know.
You did a session with Dustin O'Halloran
I did. These are good questions.
in Berlin.
Yeah.
And two of them were released for Record Store Day.
Okay.
Do you remember?
Country Dome version, piano version. He's probably my other favorite. His piano works. Good God, it's as good as it gets. And how cool I got to meet two of my favorite writers. You know, life took me down that path. And that was random. I met Dustin, this old band. We toured, Lift toured with them in '01. We did our first. It was both our first European tours. His old band, Divix, and we met in, I think, Brussels at the venue, and it was our first show, first tour. It's pretty cool, together. There he is.
Do you want coffee?
Man, I love a coffee.
What sort? How do you take it?
Lots of cream, lots of sugar.
Lots of cream, lots of sugar.
Need all the help I can get, all the sweetness I can.
2010 you signed to Mute Records and you released Last of the Country.
Yes, sir.
Tell me a little bit about that.
That's a smash hit divorce record. Hey, hi. We all need one. I got two, I guess. Yeah, I wasn't putting out records. It had been 10 years since I'd put out a record. I wasn't really gonna, and then I was living in Paris above this creperie bar doing these country nights with the ex, the then wife. And anyway, I was playing these touring. I would still play live shows. It was more performance art, you know. That was my aesthetic. It was more theater, I guess, not recording and stuff. And I saw how much it seemed to really transform some of the listeners. It had a different effect than just like a venue. It seemed like people were changed afterward. These men, as I was singing these confessional songs, and that kind of transformed me, and thought I should. Yeah.
That's what you said? I thought you were an espresso.
No, I'll drink both, whichever. But and that made me change my view that maybe I should come out of the closet, so to say, and put records out. I'd traveled enough, like seen enough exploration, and just felt like it was time, and it was necessary for, like it was important. So I put it out, and then toured that year with it. And people kept coming back, at least in Europe. We didn't tour the States with it at all. They don't really like me over there, but Portobello Road has old memories.
You've been here a lot of times.
When Lift toured here in '01, we stayed right around the corner at Sarm West. It was a lot different then. This is 18 years ago.
Well, gentrified now, man.
Yeah, it was just flipping over, or just flipped over in the, I guess, late 90s. So we cut the tail. There were still some interesting characters running around.
Uncut listed the album in the top 50
Whole
of
world's
all time.
getting gentrified. Yeah, with the Lift record.
You played and appeared in La Via Nouvelle, is it Nouvelle?
La Vie Nouveau.
Yeah.
Oui. It's in the leather jacket, pocket, inside pocket.
How did you
Girls.
take to acting then?
We're gonna sell some records. Critics ain't buying it, we need the people to buy it, you know?
Your also did music to Seven Psychopaths.
Yeah, they took a song from the Gentleman record, Country Dome, which is exciting for me because Christopher Walken, it was a scene with Christopher Walken.
And also
You know the opposite of Christopher Reeve? Christopher Walken.
Also, you had the song with the counselor.
Yeah. Yeah,
Cormac
this
McCarthy, one of
sex
my
phone scene.
favorite rappers.
Yeah, it's funny. I just met a kid named Cormac in there. This kid buying records from the States, and I was thinking of Cormac because of the name. He's my favorite. Blood Meridian is.
Oh, the best song.
Yeah, it's the peak. I like his later stuff too. That one is really the top of the mountain. Try to visit it once every couple of years.
I was like, it's something else, you know, reading these books. But anyway, sounds
Yeah, it's
from
special.
A room.
Yeah.
You recorded in the South Bank.
Yeah, that guy recorded it. You're right on time with Cormac and stuff. In the boat. The boat on the river and the art piece. Yeah.
You recorded like.
Yeah, it was cool. It was in a boat that was fashioned after the same boat that what's his nut took down the river in
Oh, only sugar in actually. Oh, easy.
it's
A couple of sugars.
okay, one sugar. Thanks, dude. Heart of Darkness, Joseph Conrad. They made a boat
That's it.
identical to what. Yeah. Anyway. And then it's on top. They put on top of the little museum, and then they give artists a couple days to hang out there. So I recorded a record, like in those 2 days. This gospel song. This guy's name's Cormac. This one, that one there. Yeah. They're cool kids buying records at the coolest shop in town.
Yeah.
Have y'all been to the one on the east?
Oh, in
No.
New York.
No,
He
the,
has.
No, I haven't.
the Rough Trade East. Yeah, you got to go if you can. It's over in Brick Lane. That whole area is awesome.
Yeah, we're heading that direction tonight.
Y'all are super cool. You want to head east.
Yeah, we're going to South Brick Lane Center for some music tonight,
Okay.
and I'm not sure where we're going in between now and then.
Well, if you get a chance, check out the east side. That's where, and
It's a brick
basically,
like the Rough Trade East show.
Yeah,
There's
we're
a
going
rule
to
of-
Stoke
Yeah.
Newington tonight.
this is the rule in life, but cities, all the cool stuff's on the east side because the west is gentrified first, and then the winds blow all the stuff east.
Makes sense.
So
It's like Brooklyn.
poor people, and then they find a quick shelter. So yeah, check out the east side. Brick Lane.
I know you
I'll
have.
have to go soon.
Yeah, I think Stoke Newington is the stop that we're going to. So I think it's kind of by Shoreditch area.
What's-
Yeah,
Yeah,
we'll be in Brick Lane.
We're playing at Brick Lane tonight at their shop.
Oh, you are? Oh, no way.
At 7. but-
What time? Okay.
I don't know if that's the tickets. I think they sold all the tickets for
Oh, you
it.
did? Okay. What time is our
But check
gig
out
tonight
that area
we're going to?
anyway.
Well, one. The one in Stoke Newington. 9, 10.
We'll have to go.
Because he's playing at 7 at
Okay.
We'll be at the South Bank Center. Oh, we'll be at South Bank Center.
South Bank's awesome.
Yeah, it's great, isn't it?
Favorite place.
Such
to
a
hang
cool
out.
spot.
It's just nice there by the river, and you can look down. Go to that. We were just talking about the little museum right next to it.
The tape.
No, the small one. The tape is awesome.
Yeah.
There's a little secret if you go to the top of the tape and get a beer at the restaurant, you get a free view of the.
Yeah, it's so beautiful, isn't it?
Free view. The tape monitor is always the
So sweet, isn't it? Yeah.
must do stuff. But
Absolutely.
those would be my 2 favorite. South Bank Center and tape.
Let's do this.
Yeah, we're gonna finish this.
All right.
Gentlemen,
Fantastic. Great to meet
sorry
you.
to interrupt. He just was, we were
no,
talking
absolutely.
Cormac McCarthy and so I just met a
well.
Cormac
Oh, yeah.
in there. Bless you. See, we're right on
The
time.
reason you're here, you release the straight hits. Tell me about the straight hits.
New non-critically acclaimed hit album, Josh T. Pearson.
Nice shout out.
It's funny. Can I have a hit off that?
People are asking me, reviews, fans? But look,
Man, it's good. I don't know what the big deal is. So I wrote it in 3 days as an exercise, coming off the tail end of another writing process I just accomplished that took a month and a half. and I wanted something fun and frivolous to get to the next thing. So I wrote this hit record. It's got the word, there's 10 songs, they all have the word straight in the title. It's fast, immediate, fun, silly, kind of frivolous. There's one song in there in particular which I do love and I'll stand behind. I'll stand behind all of them. I'll stand behind them and push them over the edge. I'll stand behind it and say, a love song set me straight is a transcendent piece of rock and roll. I don't know. None of the critics are mentioning that tune for some reason. Critics don't know. They haven't been to hell and back. Anyway.
That was one of your bootlegs, the Hollenbach.
So Hollenbach, yeah. Hi.
Sorry, continue.
No problem. That's Saxon's wife, or partner. Saxon, he recorded that art installation, the gospel songs, in the boat above the river. Yeah. Talk to me, Goose. What else you got?
Right, I've got
Anything?
one more for you.
It's getting cold.
Sorry.
Come for the weather, stay for the food.
You've got to tell me about the 5 pillars.
5 pillars of Islam. Submit to God. Submit to God. Submit to God. Winter is coming. Storm is coming. The 5 pillars of the straight hits. It was outside of my wheelhouse or traditional parameters. I come from a more progressive, avant-garde kind of aesthetic. So they all had to have the word straight in the title, and to be 4 words or less in the title. It had to be have a verse, chorus, and a bridge, and be 16 lines or less of non-repeated stuff. And then submit to God, submit to the song above all else, which is always the ultimate role. Submit to the art piece, whatever it is. Submit to the song, do what she tells you. So if it called to bend those rules, then that's what that was for.
Joffrey, you're on the speakerphone of his Saxon.
Anywho, yeah, Straight Hits, Josh T. Pearson. Friday the 13th, April 2018. Came out today.
You're booking as a cab and we are going
worldwide. It's Peter Sasala, my right-hand man and manager on the right.
Well, I
Hardest man in show business. Thank you so much for being here and for having me, whoever you are.
we're coming to
My
see
name
you.
is John.
John from Ireland, been here 50 years. He said he was going to see the world and he got to London and that was enough for him. There's plenty to see here. And I think you're right. It's a great city.
It's been a pleasure.
City on top of a city. Amen.
Thank you so much.
God bless you. Go with God.
And you too, man.